India's second wave is not slowing down. The numbers are rising. In the last 24 hours, more than 332,000 cases have been added. 332,000 cases in a day. Yesterday, India set a world record in daily infections. Today, India has broken its own record. India's total caseload has surpassed 16 million. So since last year, more than 16 million people in India have been infected. Of these, 2.4 million are active cases, meaning these are the people who are positive right now, more than 20 lakh. So more than 83% of the patients in India have recovered. More than 193,000 people were discharged in the last 24 hours alone. Since last year, more than 186,000 people have died. That's 1.15% of the total cases. The second wave has brought with it a crisis on every front. Hospitals are taking on social media to complain about oxygen shortages. Plus, there's a shortage of beds and of medicines. 12 countries have imposed restrictions on travellers from India. This includes tough quarantine measures and even a ban on flights. Which are these countries and regions? The United Kingdom, the United States, Canada, France, Australia, the UAE, Singapore, Hong Kong, Israel, Oman, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia and Indonesia. But it's not all bad news, we can tell you. Let's also share some positive developments. India has now administered more than 130 million doses of vaccines. More than 109 million people have got one dose. Over 17 million people have been fully vaccinated in India, but that's just 1.5% of the country's total population. As you know, India will open up its vaccination program on the 1st of May. That should dramatically scale up these numbers. There's some positive news on the treatment front as well. Indian regulators today gave a restricted emergency use approval to a new drug. It is called Virafin. It is made by India's Cadila Healthcare. Virafin is actually a hepatitis C drug, but trials show it is effective in treating the Wuhan virus too. Reports say about 91% of the patients treated with this drug tested negative within 7 days. It also reduced the need for oxygen support. Meanwhile, a hospital in Rome has begun treating patients in a radically new way. They're using monoclonal antibodies for treatment. Let me explain that. Monoclonal antibodies. Usually when we fall sick, our antibodies attack the virus or whatever pathogen we have and prevent it from spreading. That's also what a vaccine does. Now, monoclonal antibodies are substitute antibodies. They're basically lab-produced molecules that can enhance or mimic an immune system's response. This therapy has been rolled out in several countries, but it is not widely used. The Castelli Hospital in Rome believes that monoclonal antibodies can stop infected patients from becoming more sick.
We have been introduced into this network of monoclonal antibody treatments, and this type of therapy is really important for patients who are COVID positive at home with mild or moderate symptoms. This is the first point. That means essentially that we avoid the patients becoming more sick and then needing to take up a place in a COVID ward.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.